Alrighty, are we live? We are live on Twitch. And don't save that. We are live on YouTube. Good. And so we go to record. And now we are recording as well. Welcome back, everybody. We are back with Dwarf Fortress. As we have opened the fortress in the prior episode up to the world yet again. And everybody's going around doing their projects. Including someone detailing a wall somewhere. So yes, very good. Crundle's fighting an engraver. Engraver kicks the Crundle. Crundle keels over in pain. We've got some rooms for some basic noblemen, some basic rooms there, which is very good. We have this area set up for the eventual king, or whatever, whenever that guy ever shows up. And our storage rooms have been set up, which is also good. Alrighty. Oh yes, we're smoothing out the tombs, the nicer tombs for the legendary people, and any noblemen, one of which has already been occupied. A bard is visiting. How many visiting bards do we have? I don't know. Like a dozen? They make up like half the animals on the map. And they're all hanging out in the tavern singing while everybody else is working. Our jobs menu is thinning out as people are hauling things, putting things in the tombs and so on. A lot of things to store in stockpiles. But that'll get cleared up eventually. Oh, an entire performing troupe is visiting. Damn. Two of them. Two performing troupes are visiting. That's kind of impressive. Oh yes, what point are we at with our weaponsmith training? 10992. Very good. Highest doable skills, and you're an unhappy sod. No, you're unhappy, but you're happy enough. Get to melting metal objects, please, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Hauling all the metal into place. It's mostly just everybody hauling right now. Which is unfortunate. We have two guys chained up for various crimes. Which is fine. I honestly forgot what I was going to make this room. Maybe I'll make it the library. It'll be made something. The tavern is legendary, so that is making a lot of people very happy. Surgeon cancels drink, webbed. There is a lot of webbing. So what kind of metals do we have? This is all tetrahydrite, which is silver and copper, I believe. There's no lack of it. There's not a huge amount of it, but there's no lack of it either. Just kind of looking at the map, seeing what metals we can hope to have. Lots of obsidian. We can make crappy obsidian swords to export. Scroll down, so tetrahydrite up there. Keep scrolling down. There shouldn't be much in that. No, there isn't going to be much in that layer. Oh well. Yes, let's dig and then excavate. Making sure the dwarves don't kill themselves in the process of doing the things. Yep. Pump operator's lost his mind. That is fine. Our dump is rather expansive. Yeah, our fort is going. Stray dog has given birth to puppies. Huzzah. Mostly with the opening of the fort back up to the outside world, it's just everybody hauling everything. Which will take time because there's a lot of hauling to do. As the lumber area has filled up. It has. Okay. That's good. Unfortunately, there's two bodies in the bottom of that cistern there. Ah, autumn has come. What do we have for plants anyway? We go down to plants. 85 plum helmets, 242 pigtails. That's what I wanted to see. 123 cave wheat, 147 sweet pods, 177 quarry bushes, 311 dimple cups. Okay. Process plants on repeat. Hen eggs. We've got loads of eggs too. Great loads of eggs. Oh, and a vile force of darkness has arrived. Okay. Enter. Military. Alert. Everybody to the mountain home. And since the outside is actually open this time, the outside is open, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. They showed up and immediately left. Or so it seems. Everybody, let's stay home. It's going to cause huge problems with the frame rates, but, oh well. Did you snatch a child? Trousers. It doesn't actually appear that you have, although there are kids that are snatchable. I am mildly confused by the apparent lack of a siege. Because they came, they spawned on the map, and then they went away. And it's not like any of these guys that are currently here pose any real threat. Puppy's been found dead. What happened to the puppy? There's a goblin thief, but that's the only thing that's hostile. So it's like the goblin sages arrive and they're just like, you know what, screw this, and then immediately leave. So I'm not really 100% sure what is going on there. Not really sure what is going on. So, whatever. We just run with it. If the goblins don't actually want to fight, then that's fine. Hey, Jester. Wake up and then leaves. Is chat displaying correctly? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so goblins came, and then the goblins left. I forgot to cut the button that sent me straight to the top. This'll work. Build D Trade Depot in the center there. We'll make it out of that. Obsidian. Not even good obsidian, just obsidian. My neighbors got home, so I can hear him stomping around upstairs. Hey, Jester, it still shows as no viewers on my stream, so I guess Twitch is probably broken. That's gonna be... Yep, that's gonna be on the screen. Oh well. If you give me a call on Discord, we can chat. So I wonder who's going to build that. Like the goblin thief is just stuck in the fort. What are you doing? You're drinking. You were just kind of like not being good at your job. You're here to steal a kid and you're not doing that. Go kill that goblin. Just in case he is carrying someone's kid. I don't even know if that guy has a weapon. Does this guy have a weapon? Oh, loincloth, hood, silk, sock. He doesn't appear to be armed. Crown. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be armed. Which is good. I'm gonna grab that and move it over to there and join call. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, it didn't ring. But you're watching the stream, so you can know it didn't ring.
Joys of technology.
Yep. Is this guy even armed? Yeah, he's got a... Why does he have a wooden spear? Why is a dwarf carrying an elvish wooden spear?
Well, because you can.
It's kind of dumb because it doesn't do anything.
Well, to be perfectly frank, spears made out of wood and just wood are not probably that good.
It's better than fists.
Just about. I mean, you could you could shove it somewhere, couldn't you? I mean,
We could give us the goblin a real stick up his ass.
yeah, I mean, oh no. Now this is leading to a conversation where, you know, I don't want to go on Twitch and they get it's banned.
Oh, no, it won't.
Um,
There we go. We've got the goblin.
I'm not going to put this out on Twitch, but I'm going to play some Transport Fever.
Transport Fever 2. Good game. Let's see. Spear Dwarf stabs him in the upper arm, tearing the muscle, severing the nerves, then bashes him. Oh, there's another Spear Dwarf with an actual, real steel spear, as opposed to a wood one.
Yeah, but is it completely made of steel? In which point it's probably rather heavy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He is a dwarf. He is a dwarf, and therefore he's probably strong enough to wield it.
Yep. It's made of nothing but steel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm in the early 1930s in my sandbox sort of game. Yeah, it is really good. So, you know. I saw you come up. My mobile phone said Jed is going live, but
that's good to know that the notifications are going out.
Yeah, they are. That is working.
Oh, they're digging. Oh, wow, the dwarves are actually doing their jobs.
Yeah, I've been following a gamer YouTuber called Captain Failure, who's wonderfully eccentric and British.
I think I know who you are. Colonel? Don't you mean Colonel Failure?
Colonel Failure.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very good. I also like the way he does all his graphics and stuff, and the way he puts the videos together. It's really good. The way he sort of does sort of the start, and then he has the epitaph at the end. You know. So, yeah.
Unforbid all this stuff. Go down to the trap components and mark everything for melting, because this game is broken.
Oh no! What have you done to break it?
It takes two, say just 2 bars of a random metal to make a giant axe blade, but then you can melt it back down for 2.5.
Oh, that's a bug in the database.
Yep.
Bug. It's a goddamn bug.
So I've been taking advantage of it to slowly increase and improve my metal stockpiles.
Cool. Well, I'm busy in my game. I'm not broadcasting it on Twitch. I have got all the software now to do stuff on Twitch. Go back to doing Twitch, but you know, who wants to watch crusty old me? Yeah, I'm basically I've created a north-south kind of UK type map thing going on, but yeah, the sort of Rhinish and German feel, which is quite fun.
I might have to start making all these dwarves' bedrooms soon.
No, dwarves are small. You can stack them.
Yeah, I didn't say I was making big bedrooms.
Oh no, you don't need a big bedroom. A tube, effectively, and you can slot your dwarf in. Because basically, most of the time, he's pissed anyway. You know, not being rude about dwarves, but they spend much of their time drunk.
I kind of feel sorry for the mayor at the moment, because there's like 40 visiting bards and they all want to meet with him.
40 visiting bards. Oh man, that's not good, is it? I mean...
Oh, what I'm looking at are 40 future haulers. They can haul stuff while they sing.
Oh no.
How much metal bars do I have anyway? Bars. 22 iron, 101 copper, 77 bronze, 26 steel. Need more. Must have more.
Well, I've got crude oil barges. Don't believe me, I am putting out crude oil barges. There's not many people that do that, you know.
Nope. Well, those will be nice once they finally reach port if they're full.
Oh, good God, yeah, I've got 10 of them. And they're absolutely loaded to the gunnels, and they pick up fuel at the other end, from the other end of the map, all the way to the north, to be delivered as fuel.
In a 5-year journey.
Yeah,
Because it's probably how long it takes for them to do it in-game.
Even when I put the game on to super fast, at 26 kilometers an hour, they ain't exactly fast. You know, let's ride on the front of a barge. Nice. You know, it is nice. I mean, as a Twitch game, it also works very well, this, because you could sit here and now just talk utter drivel about riding a barge.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in that respect, it works rather well. Which reminds me, I want to find out what year it is. Now, it's 1930. So,
I think my game is in like 1875, but I haven't played it in a while.
yeah, I'm really quite into this. Oh gosh, look at all these road vehicles that are bad. This isn't good, is it really? Oh no, just say no, Simon. Say no to bad vehicles.
Mm.
Oh my God, I've got loads of very bad vehicles. This is good. Right, let's go to tram. Let's road trams. Oh, there's a lot of very bad trams at the moment. So let's...
Hauling takes forever. Well, there's not that many stockpile jobs left. Make a bunch more barrels and bins. We'll need loads more bins. We have the wood again. A client of mine gave me access to a building to do an equipment test.
Yeah.
To see how well this building scanner I have works. And their diagram had about 3,500 square feet. And my diagram came at well, no, it didn't have 3,500 square feet. But ultimately, my digitally created diagram with the building scanner and their hand-drawn diagram, created by hand, was within 18 square feet of each other.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And my scan was far more detailed than theirs. Because their guy got lazy and just dropped like 5 rooms out of the sketch. And it's just like, this is big warehouse space. I'm like, you've missed 2 closets, a rather large room, and the entryway. Oh, the outpost liaison with a trade caravan has arrived. Which reminds me, was the trade depot construction ever finished up top? No, it was not. We do have a backup one.
I'm a bit worried I'm getting short of cash here, Jed, in this game now. I'm down to 204 million.
Okay.
Now some say this isn't a good thing.
No, it's probably not brilliant, but that's still a lot of money.
Well, I was thinking I could do with it from my bank account now, actually. You know.
I think we all could do with a cool 1.5 million.
Well, yeah, Well, no, it's $206 million. So that's probably about 1.5 million. Um, you know.
You know, you can set it up for British pounds in there, right?
Oh, okay, better.
Yeah. You can change the different currencies. Now, I don't know if that actually changes the amounts. It's probably just going to still be that X
Yeah, I
number.
don't mind. Look, I've got nothing actually against US dollars. If I'm honest, you know, hey, it's all cash in the end.
I wasn't implying that. I was just saying you could have British pounds in there, which would probably make you happier.
Possibly interface. Let's have a look. I've got. Ooh.
This game just says dwarf bucks, and I'm perfectly content with that.
Dwarf bucks, yeah. Well, you know, are they similar to US bucks, just only half the value?
I don't know.
Well, it's telling me full money number format, but no,
the trade caravan has arrived, so I'm marking all the worn out clothing.
I built some pretty high-speed rail at the top.
There we go.
I wonder if I've got new railway rolling stock now.
Oh my god, the frame rate's tanking.
Your frame rate's tanking. You got a decent PC. You shouldn't be tanking, sir.
Oh, it's so much that gets calculated for pathfinding and everything on this map. Due to the sheer size of the game, even with my CPU, it tanks it. Which isn't a huge deal. Oh no, we've got a bunch of Ricus monkeys showing up. So they're stealing everything.
That's annoying in this game. I'm sorry, that is just plain annoying. That
Somewhere's going to be a very well-equipped Rhesus monkey tribe. Because they've stolen an iron spear, and they've just stolen a bronze breastplate. So some poor adventurer somewhere is going to run into a Rhesus monkey tribe, and they're going to have all these bronze spears and breastplates on and everything. That'll be a bit unfortunate for some poor soul. Oh, what have you stolen? You're stolen the copper cap. You know what? Kill that monkey. What the hell?
what's the matter?
Oh, okay. A rhesus monkey got in front of a yak cow that was pulling a wagon, and the yak cow was like, I ain't dealing with you right now. It just fucking gores it.
Oh no, poor monkey.
It's like, out of my way. And the hammer dwarf is fighting a harpy.
It's only going to end badly for him.
Oh no, the hammer dwarf is slaughtering the harpy.
Well, isn't she going to nag him to death? That's what they normally do. Silly old hobby.
Oh no, the hammer dwarf is bashing it in the head.
Ooh.
With a copper warhammer. He's fighting 3 of them at a time, and he just don't care.
Well, he is a dwarf. I mean, they are fairly.
Oh, how many petitions do we have? Yes, you may stay. Become a citizen. Haul crap. Because we certainly do not like food. Or do not lack food. Or like food, for that matter. Remember I was reading one of the... I was reading the comments and thoughts from the cook. And this cook was complaining about the food. And I'm like, you're the fucking cook. If you don't like your own cooking, cook better food. I can't help you there. It's like, there's nothing I could do to help that situation, you idiot.
Great big steaming dwarven memory land, you know. The fuck.
I'm letting all these guys stay, which might be a bad idea.
Are they dwarves?
Yeah, all these freaking bards.
Dwarven bards.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well,
sorry.
Drinking songs for days in this fort. Is there a trader? Who's gonna trade at the depot? Bring item to depot. No one's trading. And the broker is sleeping. Which is, of course, great. Where is he on the list? Trader, trader, trader.
Trustthetrader.com.
Petitions available. Approve. Got worried for a second because I went back to the game and it was just a blank screen. Another petition, that poor freaking mayor. Having to listen to all the bards' requests to stay. Oh no, the bitching and moaning will come later.
Right, oh, by the way, Pete might be coming with me as well when I come over at the end of the year.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Or middle of summertime, yeah.
Yeah, you want to come over in the summer when everything's open. The end of the year, everything will be closed again.
We got a sort of virtual itinerary of things we want to see. And he wants to do some hiking because he's off his junction.
I've got a few hiking areas.
British hiking involves going probably from one country pub to another. American hiking involves carrying heavy caliber weapons to protect yourself against large black bears.
Oh no, well, black bears aren't the problem.
No?
No. Black bears, it's brown bears that are aggressive, and two, they're not around here, so.
Right. Now, we were, tonight, by the way, this would make your sick military mind chuckle. Should we say a friend of mine who is a retired officer in Her Majesty's Armed Forces from the Royal Air Force said tonight we were discussing how to take out Red Force in our DCS intergroup game that we're playing. To which he said, I said, who's going to be the group? Do we know who the Red Force commander is? To which his reply was, who cares? We'll get him with a drone strike. I just.
Who cares? We'll get him with a drone strike.
I just said too soon.
Oh,
starts
fuck no.
chuckling.
It's never too soon.
Never too soon for a drone strike, is it really?
No.
On the enemy.
Never too soon for a drone strike on an enemy commander who I call Salami because I'm not going to bother pronouncing his name correctly.
It's Soleimani, isn't it? Soleimani?
Something like that, but salami is so much more fun because it's generally a pork product.
Well, yeah, there's that. You can have beef salami, but yeah, you're right, it is a pork product. But no, I was watching. You were sort of saying about him being Soleimani. Yeah, if you're from my age and a role player, his name is spelled almost the same as what all Terrans are called in the Traveller universe. They're all known as Solomani. And they are vicious buggers. The original humans from Earth can only be slightly described as to the right of Genghis Khan. You know, in the game. And then, yeah, you know, the sort of comment is if men of Solomani, yeah, so you don't get involved with them because you know there's a war between the Empire, the Imperium, and Sol. In fact, the second Imperium is the Solar. There's various beliefs ushered out by the Solomani that they are in fact elite, beyond elite, and therefore, you know. So if you're into the Traveller universe, look up Solomani. But they're spelled Solomani, rather than Eimeni. When I saw it, I thought, well, that's a bit of an unfortunate name if you're a Traveller fan. He's an interesting character.
Eight more bards just showed up. 8 more bards just showed up.
Okay, now that's a lot of bards.
We've got 95 others that are not citizens, and I think like 70 of them are fucking bards. Oh, maybe 50. They're here eating my food. Sorry.
That's actors for you.
Yeah. They're here eating my food and talking to each other. My God, how much waste clothing are we bringing to these poor merchants? It's like, look, here come the merchants. It's garbage day. Bring all the worn-out clothing to them. We'll flog all the worn-out clothing.
Yeah, but then they take that and get gold off of the goblins. You know, rag and bone men, you know, recycling. Have you ever met a poor scrap merchant? No. You know?
Scrap clothing has a value.
What's my achievement? Mass production? Awesome.
It took you till 1930 to get that?
Yeah. I've been hauling passengers.
Ah. Freight is...
Freight's very profitable.
Oh yeah, freight is usually what makes the money.
Sorry, slow the game down. Stop the game. Right.
So
it's just got serious.
One of the first things I look for... Oh, there we go.
Since I've been talking to you, I've made another 80 million. I've made another 80 million since I started talking to you, so...
Wow, there's a lot of metal in this. Fine, I'll take a few less metal bars. There, we've got more stuff coming. More worn-out clothing for you to take. Other than a few handful of people, everyone is hauling items to the depot. And the miners are excavating the improved defenses for the entryway, which is good.
They've just introduced my favourite steam locomotive into the game, so I don't care now. I had to stop the game and put it in. Sorry about that, my nose are going.
No problem.
Oh, that just looks majestic.
Mark all this to be dug.
Speed to doing. Think about 90 going over the bridge. Jesus.
And mark this area for channeling.
Yes, I've got a train now that does more than 100 kilometers an hour.
Nice.
And all before World War II. Yes! Which
There
is
we
the
go.
British. My God, it's gonna. I reckon it'll clock 120 before it reaches the station, which is maxing the line out. Oh, I'm awesome!
There we go. Mark all that area out for digging.
Oh, yes, he's made 120 before he gets to the station. Blow the brakes! Put the brakes on! Passengers go flying up the carriage. Eh!
Well, in that game, braking is just a zero-distance game, so...
No, it does brake. I actually watched it. I'm playing it at normal speed at the moment.
Ah. There's so much stuff that needs to be hauled to the depot. It's all bad clothing. And the downside is someone's got to go back and haul all the stuff down. Ugh.
Well, it's not you personally, is it?
No,
I mean,
it's just that I'm just looking at it going, this is going to take so much fucking time. Oh my god, there's pages upon pages of bring item to depot. Wait, what was everybody doing? The broker's bringing items to depot. All this is inactive, and everybody else is eating, drinking, or sleeping.
Right, sort out the poor quality vehicles now.
Sometimes I think I build too fast because I have so many jobs for everybody to do. It just is not enough dwarves for them to do it. On the bright side, the goblins have stopped sieging me for whatever reason.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. I had one game I put unlimited siege numbers and 2,000 goblins sieged the fort.
2,000 goblins. Ah, that's one paladin's afternoon's entertainment, isn't it?
Well, the downside was in this game the frame rate went down to 1, so...
Oh dear.
It was not exactly a battle I could ever hope to... Well, I could probably hope to win. But just playing through it would have been a nightmare. Most of the goblins are just recruits. And, oh my god, cleaning up that mess afterwards?
What, for the dead
Dead goblins. Because that's at least a body per dead goblin. And odds are, when they get into the fight, teeth go out, so that's each an individual item for each tooth. And arms will get lopped off, and fingers will get lopped off, and body parts will be strewn everywhere.
Well, yeah. But, you know what? These things are sent to try us, aren't they?
Oh, I never ended up finishing because it was 1 frame a second, and that number was a lie. It was more like 1 frame every 5 minutes.
Oh dear.
Because pathfinding for 2,000 goblins at the same time. Bit of a problem.
Yeah. But, you know what? It was fun.
The goblins could have had fun wandering into the frickin' forgotten beast that was stuck up in the ceilings of the cave. I have all these bards. Poets, bards, human poets, visiting. I'm just waiting for them to become citizens because there's like 50 of them, and that means 50 more haulers to help haul things with. Yeah, this is when nothing happens. There's one dude that's chained up in the jail. There's a random dead body in the hallway.
A random dead body in the hallway?
Yep. What I should do is make a great big ramp so I can have the trade caravan, instead of being at the top, they can get all the way down to the bottom of the map. So that way I don't have to haul all this stuff as far. Or I can make a oh man, that would be a pain. It'd be awesome, but it'd be a pain to make.
What's that?
A minecart track, powered minecart track, all the way to the top.
Is at this point that Simon goes,
Yeah, I made things hard. Everyone's complaining about... What? You're interrupted by a freaking Crundle.
what?
A, kill from list. Find all the Crundles. A, B, C. Is there only 3 Crundles? Is everybody being stopped by 3... Everyone's being stopped by 3 Crundles. Kill the Crundles.
Isn't that somewhat unfair on the Crundles?
Well, if they're stopping my guys from doing their job, then the Crundles must die.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know, I wouldn't have feared. It's nice to know you haven't suddenly become a bleeding heart liberal.
It's like any one of these dwarves could just freaking punch the Crundles to death in one go. But like, oh no, these Crundles. Oh.
Well, maybe they're superstitious.
Well, they're certainly not superstitious when I give them orders to murder the Cruntles, or whatever.
Well, you know, it needs an order, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, apparently. Well, I gave the order to do it, now everybody but the army is killing them. World is the same as ever. So, I want all your leather that you could possibly make. I want all your metal bars you could possibly make. And do I care about anything else that you have listed here? Not really. I'll get thread, though. Cloth. No, cloth is expensive. Thread is cheap, cloth is expensive. Extracts, no. Meat, no. Garden vegetables, no. Thread, yes. Bags, yes, because that's just easy if I don't have to make the bags. Interestingly enough, like, there's no animals. I can't ask for animals. Pets, there we go. Give me some cows. Whoops, not everything. Couple bulls, maybe. Sheep? Do you have sheep? Oh, yeah. Water buffalo. Fine, I'll get all the llamas and alpacas. You don't have sheep. Yeah, they don't have sheep. That's interesting. But oh, llama and alpacas for wool. That'll be the largest import I ever ask for. They want spears, meat, leather, water skins, yada yada yada. I don't care, never pay attention to it.
I'm gonna ship some more oil in.
No one's at the trade depot to trade. Oh, I guess that was the last of the Crundles died. Yeah, we're at a solid 20 frames a second, which is impressive, because if this was the old computer and not the new one, this would be going at 5.
No, I'm getting a solid 30 frames per second here at the moment, because, yeah, shipment's good.
Well, you've got a different type of game.
Well, yeah, yours is heavy on maths processing, isn't it, if I remember rightly?
Yep. The annoying thing is, if I go here, the CPU is only at 22%, and Dwarf Fortress is only taking 5.2.
What, of your memory or your CPU?
CPU. It's only taking 1,200 megs of memory, too.
Well, that's not so bad, is it?
No. The problem is, it's like a single core game, so I can't multi-thread it.
No. Which is a bit of an issue.
It's very unfortunate considering how much processing time it takes. And it's mostly just CPU time that it's crunching. So it's running one CPU at its full 4 gigahertz, which gets me a comparatively good frame rate, but it's like I could bring up Specie here, Specie, and I'll be able to tell which CPU it's using at the moment, which with Windows it should be bouncing it from CPU to CPU as a temperature modulating thing. Oh, Woodworker's been missing for a week, so he's dead. I can't trade because no one's trading at the depot. Yay. So go to the CPU board here. Oh, it's not actually showing what per, so it's just everything's running. 4.5 gigahertz? It peaks at 4.5? Damn.
Damn, that's hot. Damn, that's quick.
This is only advertised as a 3.4 gigahertz CPU, too. And it's consistently running 600 megahertz faster than advertised at 4 gigahertz as opposed to 3.6, and apparently peaks at 4.5 gigahertz momentarily. So, am I happy with what I purchased? Yes.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. I'd be.
I'd hope I would be. The CPU alone cost about $1.5 grand.
No!
Why has the poet been found dead? What happened to the poet?
He's dead, but he didn't even know it.
I'm trying to find a fight.
Jed?
Hmm?
What's black? Smelly? Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Yeah? It tells you to fuck off.
I don't know.
Crude oil.
Crude oil. Okay. Yeah, so here's the weird thing. Apparently this poet just started bleeding and dropped dead in the kitchen.
Well, yeah.
Because I can't find
Did somebody
anything.
murder him?
I don't see that.
Because
that would have a combat report. That would have a combat report. And I'm looking through all the combat reports. There's only one combat report involving a poet, and it wasn't that poet.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's joined the society, the Dead Poets Society.
And there's no reports of murder, so...
Natural causes then, isn't it? I mean...
A very concerning natural cause that he just suddenly started spontaneously bleeding in the hallway, and a few steps later in the kitchen, he's on the ground dead. In the kitchen.
Well... Yeah. This is never good. I mean, if you're a dwarf, dying is never good.
Well, if you're anything, dying is never good.
Well, this is true. I don't know. I mean, you could be an Iranian general.
Well, dying for him wasn't good. It was good for everybody else.
Somebody described him as being similar to Darth Vader. I thought...
I think that... Don't insult Darth Vader like that.
I assume that you've had to deal with this gentleman's handiwork in the past.
Not in a position to divulge that information.
Yes, I thought it might be. In other words, he has. So we'll leave it at that. You're not at liberty, sir, to let us know about that situation. And, yes. Which is perfectly fine.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed by that outcome. That I can express.
What you're trying to say here, and I'm not being rude, is that you're genuinely concerned for the welfare of that sort of twat.
Mm-hmm. There's a news story over here, and they're lamenting about his lost friends because some of the media has been downright supportive of him, calling a highly respected individual, yada yada yada. And someone was like, "Oh, it's terrible for his friends and family left behind," and I'm kind of like, We can solve that problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a Russian solution, but
Why did this guy bring Guzzard stones to the trade depot?
I have no idea.
Can't trade that yet.
That one.
Is there, like, inactive jobs / report crime to mayor? Bring items to depot, just loads of bring items to depot jobs. No, so genuinely... Okay, yeah, so this poet just genuinely, spontaneously started bleeding and died in the kitchen.
Well, to a certain degree, that's how my dad died. But he died in the living room by spontaneously bleeding. So it happens.
Yeah.
You know, my dad suffered. In fact, my mother nearly died last month in September from that as well. She had a brain hemorrhage, followed by three. She had 3
Brain hemorrhage and 3 strokes or something.
strokes. Yeah, 3 strokes because they tried to stop the bleeding, and well, yes, would.
The grand dining room is just full of bards.
The grand dining room. Excuse me, my grand dining room is infested with bards.
We've got a bard infestation. We've got a small bard infestation.
Shouts, really, doesn't it? You know, not being rude, but it does.
Oh, there's Volkar. He's dead. Oh, that's the random body that's been back there for a while. They only just discovered he's dead. Of course, there's got to be a child that finds that he's dead. That child won't be scarred for life. No. No siree. No siree, Bob.
I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop the game for a second. Let me go to line management. It's because you are going the wrong fucking way, you fucking numbskull. You've gone the wrong way! You tard!
Stop zigging when you should be zagging.
You bastard, Zippy. You're going the wrong fucking way. You've got the roots going. No! Just no. Let's have a look. See it. Oh, I can see what I've done wrong. Oh, you fucking numbskull. You complete numbskull. And I mean that in the nicest possible way to fellow numbskulls. But that is serious numbskullage.
Why is that door open? Someone pull this lever. Oh no, forgotten feathered iguana.
A what?
A giant feathered iguana.
Oh, that's never good.
No, where is it? I don't want to put up with you right now. And it's no longer a problem. Okay, so we will trade what we've got in here with you, because you all are about to leave. I'm hoping to get the last of the metal bars. Fine. We'll drop the gold ones. Can we trade that? Thank you. Yeah, we didn't haul most of the items up there in time.
Ah! Gotcha, game. You can suck on that. Right. Right, okay. Now, so that right... Right, okay. Simon is now learning to, once again, set his junctions up properly.
Now, why is the freaking hen dead? I don't like this. Things are starting to spontaneously bleed to death in my fort.
That also sounds like some kind of plague.
Yeah. It was that poet that brought it on.
Poetry is dangerous.
Yeah. Clearly. Oh, that would be problematic. The day the plague came. And everybody just starts spontaneously bleeding. That would be an odd way to end a fortress.
What?
Just like the day the plague came and everyone died of bleeding. Like the Dwarf Fortress version of Ebola.
Well, there's a certain sadness to it. Doesn't it?
Yeah. The Ebola came and everybody died in the quest for the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know. Oh dear. No, you don't want to be dying of Ebola, to be frank. It's not good. Ebola is never good for anybody.
Oh, they finally finished putting together the trade depot at the front door. Which would have saved everybody a few steps. Oh, migrants have arrived. More haulers. Yes. Lower frame rate, but more haulers. They will never see the sun again.
They will never see the sun again. I love you. That's a fantastic answer.
Migrants have arrived. They will never see the sun again. The sun will be but a distant memory.
Only thing in the sky.
So how many have arrived? Let's go to migration wave. And oh my god, 25. No, that's not all. Read. 6. A measly freaking 6 have arrived. At least we got one that has a really good stone detailing skill, so yeah, he will definitely never see the light of day again. Only 6 more. Really? That's it. I could have used another 25.
Right, I'm going to build an airport. It's 1942. I need an airport. I'm going to start slowing the game down now because really, I don't need to be running this fast. I don't need any more money. So, you know, why am I doing it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Maybe with this trade caravan, haven't traded as much, the next migrant wave will be bigger and have more dwarves in it.
Well, that's entirely possible.
I forgot I wanted to upload a video today. Oh well. That reminds me, did that... Oh, they're leaving. Damn, the traders are leaving. Did that copyright claim on one of my videos ever get sorted out?
What was the copyright claim?
What's a copyright claim?
No, I know what it is, but who would copyright claim one of your videos? I mean,
I forgot to shut the background music off. And despite the fact I have, like, the full license and everything to use the music in the game, like, there's a full license for it and everything, it's been copyright claimed since the first.
Oh well. Howdy hum, and up your bum.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if I can have a bus.
The dispute expires in 26 days. I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Does that mean if they don't respond, it just goes away in my favor, or what?
One would presume so. I'm going to put a bus road down for me.
Let's see. Let's refresh this. Maybe more dwarves did come in that. Nope, it's just 6. What are you fighting and why? Naked mole dog being shot by someone with a crossbow shooting copper bolts at it. And everybody's storing things in stockpiles now. Which is good. Make some more beds for everybody. And what we'll do is we'll start making bedrooms. So let's go back to
Ooh, that does. That's cool.
legendary status. And let's see how our weaponsmiths are doing. 12, 10, and 10? 12, 10, and 10. Bunny Tame has been found dead. So let's go to Justice. Tab. Vandalism, disorderly conduct. No witnesses. Whoops. There's a lot of disorderly conduct charges here that have no witnesses.
Well, if there's no witnesses, then it didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And some of them are like, oh yeah, this guy did it. Well, that guy's dead. These are all the convicted ones, I guess.
schnoz. It's a schnoz.
Well, the diagnoser did some problems, so now the diagnoser gets to go punished for something. What's being fought? You're still shooting the naked mole dog. The naked mole dog has now been hit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 copper bolts. It's just a naked mole dog. That thing is now more freaking copper than it is naked mole dog. Finished goods stockpile. We do kind of need these guys to make these beds, so I can get them to make more bins. Because bins will speed up the hauling process. Could make more magma forges. More magma forges wouldn't hurt. You sound like you've got a little bit of congestion.
Yeah, I have. It's that time of year, isn't it? You know, you get a bit of the old
congesties.
The congesty schnoozlies. Right, let's just get some buses on the go here. I'm going to use buses instead of trams here. Get very British. Trams were an outdated idea. And then find out it's 50 years after you've scrapped them all, it's a bad idea to get rid of them. It's the British way.
Mm. Well, our oil companies bought all of ours and shut them down.
Well, our trams.
Yeah.
I like the American way. Well, these things are not a good idea. They stop people spending money on oil.
And driving, and cars.
Yeah, so let's get rid of them all. Yeah. I can see the logic in that.
Mm. Okay, so that closed up that hole that was there. Good. That pump operator is found dead, dehydrated. I know why he died. He was depressed, so he refused to do anything like eat.
Well, that can happen.
Yep.
You know, not being rude, it can happen. Right, judge strength, depot. That to Judge Stratton buses. Woo!
Finished goods stockpile. Miners are doing their job, which is very nice.
Reduce my number of buses. Reduce my number of tankers because I just don't need them. Oh, I now need to build my first Trans World Airways. New line from here. Goes round in a loop. Not good. It's not good.
One neat thing with this fortress is once you get down to the bottom and you enter the fortress, there's a waterfall. So everybody gets a nice misty shower as they walk in.
Well, that's a good thing, I suppose.
And then the water gets
There's
filtered
nothing more
away.
smelly normally than a dwarf.
Yeah, but I got a fortress of clean dwarves.
Well, that's good for you.
Because everybody gets a shower every time they leave.
As long as it's not a golden one. Oh, too soon. That's well out of Trump's history now, isn't it?
Oh, that was found to be complete bollocks.
I would laugh. I would laugh if the Iranians have got a copy of the video and have been holding it.
It doesn't exist.
No, I know. I know this, but look.
It would be funny if they made something.
Well, just with a lookalike or something. It would be quite funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you looked out on the web to find some porn, you'd find it. But I'm not going looking.
I'm not Googling golden shower.
Or Trump golden shower. No.
There's things with that cannot be unseen.
You are absolutely right, sir. Oh, yeah, that would be better. Oh dear.
That would be a thing.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't care. I just want to build an aeroplane. What, an aeroplane? Said Simon in a major tantrum. I'm sorry, that airport's going to have to be renamed at some point, but either way.
Golden Showers International.
No! No! No golden showers. No Spencer places.
Airport code GSI.
Just no.
What are you doing? Storing an item in the stock. The book stockpile's the other direction. Where are you hauling this book off to? Oh, here we go. Dolomite Bound Codex. The written portion consists of a 4-page poem entitled Odorous Disemboweler.
The order of disemboweling. Disemboweling golden showers. That wouldn't be good to type in either.
Let's just stop.
Let's just stop before this goes out of hand. And we get banned again.
Oh, I've never been banned.
No, I suppose we've never reached that level of degradedness.
Where is it that I make bookshelves? Bookcase.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I'm making a library.
Gosh.
Give these guys, like, some place to hang out that is not just the dining hall.
Give him a theatre.
That is the dining hall. It'd be cool if you could actually have a real theater.
Hey, this is cool. I'm flying over abandon my land.
Bookcase. There we go.
This plane is actually slower than a train.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Early planes weren't exactly fast.
I can't believe that this DC4 or DC3 is only doing 99 kilometers an hour, unless that's its ground speed, and it's howling a fucking gale. No, it's accelerating as it dives. Oh, it's leveling off.
It's leveling off. Are you still shooting? They're still shooting! You bastards! That poor naked mole dog.
Just hit it with a freaking hammer and kill it.
I kind of wish they'd do that.
That's a bit of a better speed.
What?
It's doing 330 now. I was like, Jesus Christ.
We're all the way up to 28 frames a second now.
I mean, I'm not actually carrying any passengers.
Oh, goody, so it'll be even slow once it has passengers. Even slower.
No, planes don't fly slower with mass. I'm sorry. Well, it just takes them longer to get off the ground and longer to accelerate. I suppose in theory it could reduce the speed, but not by a considerable amount. It's getting sufficient speed to get you off the ground that's always the trouble.
They actually do fly slower. There's one reason why what was it? They made a version of the B-17 that didn't carry bombs. It just carried extra
guns,
extra guns and ammunition.
Yes.
And they stopped doing that. You know why?
Because it couldn't stay with the.
It couldn't stay with the formations.
Too fast or too slow?
Too slow.
Possibly drag for the extra guns. Drag's different than weight.
The thing is, once all the other B-17s dropped their payloads, because when everyone was loaded, it had no problems keeping up. But once the payloads were dropped, the other planes could fly faster and higher.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
And the ones that had the extra machine gun ammunition and machine guns couldn't. They couldn't keep up with formation.
Well, that all depends on the speed of the formation, although one has to say, if the formation had to formate on them, they'd have got home slower.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be honest, the average bomber pilot, he's not going to hang around. He's just going to go, oh, I've done it, I'm going home.
Yeah, so job's done, let's fly back as fast as humanly possible. We're not slowing down for those other guys. Because the thing is, with the heavier weight, you're putting more energy into just flying, as opposed to flying fast.
Well, I'm coming past a massive oil refinery.
Oh my god, there's more bards visiting.
Fuck me, have you got a Welsh? Is it Are you in Wales? Is your mountain in Wales?
We're technically in the heart of the Goblin Empire, so of course all the bards have to come here. There's a goblin city, like, within a day's travel of this place, with a goblin population of over 10,000.
Well, that's not good.
No. But they've stopped sieging me, so...
Right, have you killed a lot of them?
Not really. I don't get it. It's like, you have been sieged by a vile force of darkness, and then they go away.
Well, probably because they're bored. They're goblins. They got the attention span, you know, of a dwarf in a mountain with no gold.
Well, there's no gold in this mountain. There's some silver. Yeah, Stay. All of you bards can stay. Become citizens. Haul my trash. We got it up to a population of 174 dwarves.
This is my, by the way, this is my vanity project. I've decided my airline. My airline is my vanity project because nobody wants to fly on it. No, it's a bloody quick way of getting across this island.
I think that was supposed to be the throne room, but I'm going to turn that into the library.
10 passengers? You thought you could utter 10 passengers in. Maybe the service isn't frequent enough.
It'll probably take time to build up as it filters through all the other lines.
True, true.
Another human bard. What is with all the bards?
You're doing something the bards like.
It's probably because we have this legendary freaking dining hall. And then I'm going to make a big library. We're going to have all the freaking poems and freaking stories in the world in this fort. There'll be very little else. How much cloth do I have? Not a huge amount. How much thread do we have? Plants. Plum helmets 107. Pigtail 7.
Yeah.
Knocked down a bit. Cap hopper? Okay, whatever. Stocks. Thrones are a bit low. 178 pigtail thread.
Why is that airport not working?
Why are you all not melting metal objects? Come on.
Hold on. Hello? Who? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. We're going to eat onion for lunch tomorrow. Onion's the kitten that we're with bread I'm getting rid of. It's the last one in the litter.
So it's not like eating onions, the vegetable. You're going to eat the cat.
No, the cat's called Onion. We've called it Onion. It's after a famous advertisement that used to be here in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, in the advert, there's this cat sitting on a windowsill giving a very snotty look to everybody in the room. And all it said is, Onion didn't like people discussing his bits and pieces. So the cat was called Onion. And he had this look on his face, and I thought the kitten looked like it, so I called it Onion.
Disclaimer for anybody watching this, they're not actually going to eat the cat.
Yeah, no, please, no, 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 it's gonna go wrong. I'm in a trap.
Feel free to take all that out of context and post it all over the internet.
No.
Jester says he's going to eat the cat.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, just no. The word "pussy" never came into my head.
You'll have to turn away all the Chinese fast food places that go to your door now.
Hey, I mean, we got very, very good local Chinese food. It does not. Hey, no, I want to have them dissed. You know, they're pretty good.
Oh, more petitions. Yep, you can stay. $175. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 54 poets, bards, dancers. About a third of the fortress are just freaking entertainers. They can haul things. Once they're citizens, they can start hauling things like all the rest of the dwarves can as well. Getting drinks, placing items in tomb. There's ultimately not that many store items and stockpile jobs. It's just that there's enough of them.
What?
Store items and stockpile jobs.
Get that gear up. Yeah, I had a little problem there with my airline.
Mm-hmm.
It was a transport airline, and there was no goods scheduled onto a passenger route. So I had to put a passenger plane on it.
Yeah, that would help if you actually have a real passenger airplane. Yikes. It's just hauling. Everybody's hauling stuff. Oh, a Cyclops has come.
Well, that's nice for the Cyclops.
What's he going to do? He's just going to stand there. Oh, nope, he's coming in. How many dwarves actually have the hunting labor enabled? We'll shut those off, thank you very much. Oh, a bard is visiting. That'll be interesting. Oh, piss. Oh, the Cyclops kicked the hunter, and the hunter was very much dead. Everybody get inside the fort.
Yeah, run away!
12 frames a second.
Oh well. I'm not even sure how much money I've got. Not quite met my target yet.
Why do you have a load of miasma around you? What died in the front entryway that is stinking up the place? "15 frames a second. Up, up, nope, nope. The Cyclops has found a bard. The bard is running. The Cyclops is running after the bard.
Wah. That's what I was saying to that. Wah.
And they're in a fight. And the guy's lost his loot. And the bard is dead.
You see, with his loot. And that was it. It was all over for him. It was all over.
Battle rages. Ah, no, so easily broken. No, screams, help, save me, help, save me.
Skishblat.
It's like, I don't know why you people are coming here.
It's dangerous. There are nasty things.
There's nasty things. Everything wants to murder you. There's nasty things and they all want to murder you here, so I don't know why y'all are coming. Let's station the troops. The whole 10 of them. Let's see. Leatherworking. We have 3 people that do leatherworking, and none of them are particularly good at it. How many tanned hides do we have, if any? Tanned hides, 106.
I've got a passenger! I'm going to have a passenger. This is awesome.
Well,
It's my first passenger.
I'm kind of surprised the game didn't throw an error when you were having the wrong guy doing the wrong thing.
It did. It spat a warning out at me and told me you really are being very stupid about doing that. No, this is now an operational airport. There are aircraft running between the two.
Nice.
Got a DC-3 and a DC-4. What's probably going to happen is Church Stretton's going to become a hub.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fly people to Church Stretton because it's not, although it's in the south, it's in the towards the centre. So I'll fly aircraft to there, and then people can change planes there.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? If you can see my
Yeah.
plan. Makes it a lot easier then. You can build one airport with lots of planes and just have planes going in and out of them.
The map isn't really big enough to require airports.
No, not in a big way, no. But it works.
Mm-hmm.
It does work. You know, I've now got boats, I've got planes, I've got trains, and I've got trucks and buses and trams. I've got everything. The only thing I don't have is passenger boats.
Hmm.
Okay, it's losing loads of money, but it doesn't matter because I'm making so much money for the rest of the bloody year. For the rest of the game, it's like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're like, yeah.
Yeah. The Cyclops is just running around outside.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah, it's there. Oh, that's nice.
The fact the Cyclops is just running around out there is not really helpful for me.
Oh, where's the coal? Where's the coal? Where's the coal? And there's some coal. Oh, look at that. Right, okay. Right, new project. Right, we got oil. There. And we've got bread factory there as well. Oh, that's good, because I can take that to Farnham. Or is there somewhere closer? There's nowhere closer. But, no, that's another fucking project to do in a minute. Right. Have I run out of beer?
That'd suck.
Yeah, it does. It sucketh mightily. Right. Buildings. Shall I want a cargo terminus for the moment? I don't need anything more than that.
Following the army up to the surface.
Rotate. Till you're in...
Don't really need to.
There are always people we know that need to rotate. If you get my drift.
Doing das rotations.
Das rotation.
I'm just approving all these bards to stay. It's like, come on, become citizens. I'm just approving all these bards to stay in the fort. Just going, hey, come on, become citizens.
Be a good citizen. Join the Imperial Army.
No, haul crap.
Haul crap. I'm doing that. I'm in Transport Tycoon hauling crap. I'm good at hauling crap. It's got catenaries on it. Actually, I could do this as all electric. Do you know what? That might not. That might just be a bit of a laugh. I've not considered that, you know.
Doing a thing is all electric.
Electric railway, yeah. Catenary, yes.
They stopped. Nope, still processing plants continuously.
That's cool. Right, that's got that to there. Now...
Good lord, it takes forever for anyone to get to the top of the map. Maybe this wasn't the best idea.
What?
Putting everything at the bottom of the world.
I love you sometimes with your fucking comments. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Oh, that's fantastic, mate. I love that. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Well, no shit there, Sherlock.
It's safe.
Well,
once they're down there, it's like there's nothing that's going to hurt them, but...
Yeah, I can see your point.
Oh, the Cyclops has found another bard. Bless you.
Thank you.
The Cyclops has found another bard and murdered him.
Yeah, but this is helping you with your excessive number of bards.
Yes, we got a freaking bard infestation. I would like it if the Cyclops like came inside. Because all my dwarves, since all my dwarves spend all their time at the bottom of the world, they're like cave adapted, so they get really sick if they're outside.
Oh, right.
Oh yes, oh yes, you've come inside. H. Q. And you're probably already, like, horrifically wounded.
So, he's already dead.
No, he's just hurt.
Who, the bard or
The trooper. Okay, so his upper arm is bruised, cut open, dented. But the troops have arrived. And now he won't have an opportunity to attack because he's getting gangbanged by 5 dwarves.
You know, you mentioned earlier on about not wanting to see something physically on the television or on YouTube or etc.
Yes.
You can tell that I'm well experienced in online pornography by my complete lack of understanding of where you go to watch it. But just no. Gang banging dwarves. That's probably another site you really don't want to visit.
Probably not.
Pornography you don't need to see.
Stabs the Cyclops in the upper leg with the obsidian short sword. Ooh, in the head. They're getting him. There we go. Who got the kill? Spear dwarf. In the head. The spear, steel spear. There you go. English Menebtab. And... wait, is that a goblin? Yeah, there's a goblin poet here, even.
A goblin poet?
Yep.
Jesus. And here he recites one of his favourite poems. The ode to the lump of green putty I found in my armpit one summer. That's a quote from Douglas Adams, actually.
Yep.
But it just...
And that's
so
for Vogons.
It's Vogon poetry.
Yep.
It's Vogon poetry, yeah. It's probably very similar to Goblin poetry, to be frank.
Oh yeah, I'm not expecting goblin poetry to be anything special.
No, well, no, I would expect it to be special. I think you do goblins a big disservice there. Yeah, it's going to involve snot, slime, dead things, bogies, worms. You know,
All
basically make. They actually construct probably many a fine haiku. You know,
Probably.
dead dwarves, It's probably got some of that stuff in it.
Oh, it's probably got eaten dwarves, because in this game, the
The
goblins... Oh, goblins eat sentience. So do elves.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
depends what kind of elves they are.
Mm-hmm. These are not your friendly elves.
No, I should imagine, if they're doing that sort of thing. You know, not being rude, but... they're not the sort of people you want to meet.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Sharon, you can't do that,
I might end up starting a second YouTube series for Dwarf Fortress, because this takes a while.
Well, you're talking about this takes a while. This new project of mine here, and I'm running this on normal speed. Okay, so I'm sitting here running it just at normal speed. So there's nothing major going on. I've made 2 million while I'm trying to spend as fast as I can. I've got that's up to $430 million. Oh, who was the famous American? Was it Vanderbilt who made loads of money off the railways? Oh,
I think it was the Railroad Baron.
yeah, American railroad barons.
Let's see. Yep, Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Yeah, see.
He's got a university named after him.
Well, yeah, he one of the richest in the United States. He made that much money. They're still rich.
And there's Andrew Carnegie, who also made a lot of money on the railroads because he had all the steel mills.
Yeah. Don't you love it when a plan comes together?
It was a very good series about all the industrialists.
Hold on a second. Hello? Okay. I don't know, I miss Onion. I thought it's a freaking nice cat. The other one, they only had 2 in the litter. The other one was called Tiger. And she's an absolutely lovely little cat. Really friendly, nice little cat. This one, she attacks feet and everything on sight. But she will climb on me and have a cuddle and sit on you and stroke you. And she does pet her, so. But she's just naturally naughty. Which is fine for a kitten. Explores and generally is quite a pain in the butt.
That's what kittens are there for.
Right, that's that in place, so that when I finally, if I build a route now for that, that route will generate the demand.
I'll probably close up this stream shortly.
Okay, well, I'm still going to be around.
I'm gonna keep playing video games. I'm just gonna close up the stream
All right.
and do a different game for a while.
Well, that's not bad.
Snowplow just went by.
Oh, is it that cold there at the moment?
Oh, it's cold. Well, snowplows don't mean cold. It's 33 degrees, but it's snowing.
All right. That's below 0, isn't it? That's below freezing.
No, just above freezing. Freezing in Fahrenheit's 32.
Oh, it's 32. For some reason, I thought it was 36. But me still suffering from Europeanism. I still.
Yes, it's a terrible affliction.
Yeah.
Europeanism.
Yeah. Terrible, really.
Makes you a terrible peen. 13, 11, and 11. Eesh. How much clothing do we have? Not clothing, but cloth. 431. Mostly cave spider silk. Wait, really?
You can wait unlimited. You're only one truck and you can wait there until I finish building the rest of the railway. Right, because I've got to puzzle the rest of this railway out. It's just fucking enormous. Right, so it's got a platform there that I'm not using, so I need to put a track in for that. That's okay. This is going to be fun, said the actress to the bishop.
There's another thing called Voxel Tycoon, which will be a multiplayer Transport Tycoon game.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that could be fun.
Think Transport Fever, graphics bit dumbed down. And it's multiplayer.
Ah.
But you also make the factories. So you're not shipping goods to factories, you're making the factories to ship goods from.
Wasn't that Transport Tycoon that allowed you to do that?
Well, you could make industries in Transport Tycoon
Yes,
on occasion. But no, this is Voxel Tycoon. It'll be multiplayer. It'd be a good thing to look up.
Yeah. What's it called?
Voxel Tycoon.
Voxel.
Mm-hmm.
As in V-A-U-X...
Voxel.
Oh, Vauxhall. Vox. Oh, Vox.
Okay, the defensive preparations are almost done.
There's no way this train is going to stop there, so we're fine. Do that.
Are the bookshelves done? Okay, most of the bookshelves are done, so let's just start placing the bookcases.
Okay, I think I've got connections now to all the things I need to have connections to. It's just the connections now of working out how I signal it all. Don't knock it till you try it. That's all I'll say on that one. I suppose I better build a train depot first.
There we go. That should be the start of the nice library that will have... It'll give everybody a different area to hang out in.
Gotcha. Right, now, let's put a first route in. We can always reroute train. Always remember that, you can always reroute.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take oil from there. Transport it to there. Then from there, it needs to come up to... Where does it need to come to? It needs to go to the refinery, doesn't it? Which is there. Okay, that's the refinery. Then from the refinery, it needs to go... Where does it need to go? Come on, think about this. Think about it. What are you doing here?
And I'll cut the episode when the library is done. Or at least established.
Yeah, that's creating the plastic. Plastic then has to come down to there. Ha-ha! We have a plan.
Did the miners finish that one thing up top yet?
Then we deliver the plastic to them.
No. They're close, but they just haven't quite finished it.
Well, yeah, you're right. You can't, can you? Just no. Just say no, Simon. That was a silly thing to do.
Hmm.
But we can. It's now warning me about that. Yeah,
Ooh.
I know.
Winter's upon us now.
But you're inside a mountain. It shouldn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't make a licking bit of difference here.
Ah, yeah, got your point there, computer. Can see where you're coming from. Can definitely see where you're coming from. Gonna have to
Mace
configure
Dwarf
this.
is throwing a tantrum. Of course it's the Mace Dwarf throwing a tantrum. You're still all fighting Crundles.
How can you still be fighting Cromdles?
They just keep coming in from off the map.
Okay.
And also, like, my sword dwarves are running around with freaking obsidian short swords. So they've got stone weapons.
Yeah, but it's obsidian. I mean, it's not exactly...
Yeah, it's sharp, but it's still not, like, brilliant.
No, I'll give you that.
Why did the frame rate go down to 6?
It's doing a calculation of some kind, old chap.
It's doing a lot of them. On that note, that's probably a good time to stop streaming. Hey, Tom. You've joined just as I was ending. Gonna go on a little bit more. I'm just kind of hoping the frame rate goes above 6 soon.
I mean, it's great when TV channels do that for. They stay online because you've tuned in. That's a whole new meaning, really, isn't it?
Why is the frame rate 7? Oh, I think I get why. Oh my god, I get why. Holy cow.
What's happened?
Well, I can tell you exactly what's happened.
Go on.
There's just been a fight in the dining hall.
There's been a fight in the dining hall.
Yes. And there's some 50-odd bards and poets in the dining hall.
Oh no.
All of whom have just witnessed a fight.
Yeah.
So now each and every one of them is running to either the sheriff, the captain of the guard, or the mayor to report a crime. So what's happening is the pathfinding has to go for each bard, poet, and musician, dancer, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's got to be done for each one to either go to one of those three dwarves. The mayor, captain of the guard, sheriff, or whatever. And then the sheriff, captain of the guard, mayor moves. So everything's got to be recalculated again. So every frame, it is doing the pathfinding calculation repeatedly. Because someone decided to get into a pissy mood and punch a bard. And it was
oh man, that is just so funny.
yes. So what's happened is the Mace Dwarf got into a pissy mood, punched one of the bards, and now all the bards are doing the equivalent of "I'm telling mommy" and running.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, the human bard got punched. Was it the human bard?
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
The human bard got punched and kicked so hard by the Mace Dwarf, he's just died.
Well, that's not good news for him.
No. Oh, he killed the lie maker, too.
He what?
Oh, boy. The Mace Dwarf is now guilty of 2 murders.
Oh dear.
And all the bards are running to the mayor in the bardish equivalent of, "I'm telling mommy." It's like, we only need one of you guys. Not all 50. But we got all 50.
Well, at least you got witnesses this time.
Yeah, considering the number of crimes that they're about disorderly conduct and there's no witnesses for. Oh my god, the bard train just going down the central hallway. It's like, why, Mace Dwarf, did you have to get pissed off? Because now we've got this. You all just had to.
Jesus! So I'm just looking at my train. It's just fucking amazingly long. Whether it'll work or not's another whole question. Let's buy that for 15 million. Allocate it to...
Okay, none of that work is suspended.
Where's it missing electric tracks? Fuck off, I've laid electric all the way.
There's probably like one chunk that's like 2 pixels wide on your rail network that doesn't have electric track.
Oh yeah, that'll piss me off.
Because that's how this works, you know.
Well, yeah.
Where is the fucking mayor at?
The Mace Dwarfs just killed him.
No, he's coming down the hall, going to the fort to get a drink. He's gonna fucking need that drink.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No, that's electric all the fucking way.
Okay, we're at 12 frames a second now. 13. Is this the central stairway? Is this where he's going to get accosted by everybody at once? Okay, this is interesting. A spear dwarf has a steel spear, so you know what he's doing with a Crundle?
Yeah.
He's just bit the Crundle in the head. And he is shaking the Crundle around by the head while he's got him bitten, and tearing the Crundle apart.
Well, you've got to admire his class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but you have.
Okay, so the mayor is coming down the stairs. He is on the final stairway because it's called bigger. It's called bigger. Oh. He has apparently not been yelled at by all the bards. What is a bard doing in there?
Don't look.
He's probably dead.
He's probably dead. Oh,
What are they doing? Are they leaving? Do we just have an exodus of bards leaving? No, they're not running the right way for that. So in the caves is now a mass of bards.
Okay.
Justice. So let's scroll down. Okay, so here we go. The Mace Dwarf... Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crimes. So let's deal with the injured party, Ikwa Gilipina, the human bard who's dead. This is only registered as disorderly conduct and not murder. 64 witnesses for against Roald Dullins. The next one. Toshid Nekut, bard. 38 witnesses against Roald Dullish. The next one. Injured party, Sadol Ash. 17 witnesses. Because this is... So the first crime is where there are 68 witnesses, and the witness number is going down as all the guys filtered out of the room to go report the initial crime. So smaller and smaller numbers saw the resultant crimes after that. But the frame rate is recovering now because of all the bards heading off back to the dining hall. And the mayor's going off for a very stiff drink.
I'm with him on that. Seriously, I am well with him. Where the fuck is the electric? Because this is pissing me off now, because according to me, all the stations have got electricity. So, they might not be high-speed line, but they are electricity.
Yeah, just, like, re-drag the electric track over.
You can't do that in this game, which is really annoying.
Ah.
Let's see if we can just run a track between two stations. And then we can model our phone there.
You can slow down the progress of time in the game, as in terms of years. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
Okay.
That's an issue. That ain't an issue. No, it's between there and there. The fuck? But
It's probably one spot where the tracks didn't line up.
Oh, I went.
Did you find it?
No, I think I know where it could be though. No, no. I thought it might be there. It's not there.
Human bard cancels drink. Job item lost or destroyed. You know what? Is it that button? No, that shows that. This shows that thing. Okay.
Mighty-esque. That.
We don't have a tavern keeper assigned, so let's assign a tavern keeper, which can fittingly be the bookkeeper. And then we need a couple of performers.
Or at least I'll reduce your bard. Employ some of your bards.
Yeah, have them doing something.
Yep.
Interestingly, none of them are actually none
None of them are what, sorry?
citizens yet, so I can't give them jobs.
Look, you should take the Obama policy and just ignore it.
I'm going to.
Just give them jobs anyway.
Oh, that I can't do. The mayor and bookkeeper can now be the tavern keeper for the place.
Okay, let's see if okay, fucking vehicle to it.
That way I'm hoping that means that people will go in there for drinks and they won't go up into the frickin' storage. And clutter up the kitchen. I don't know what that light plunk noise is. Oh, the plink plonk. That's the water. I do like that sound.
Ah, there's an electrification tool that checks everything. It's electrified all the way through there, isn't it? It's,
Back to stocks for a moment.
ah, was it there that we had a...
Melt. 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 There we go. Are people still melting? No. People stopped melting things. That's kind of annoying. We should have enough people working on that. Furnace operating. There's a lot of furnace operators. They finished digging out.
Look, I've just checked the fucking thing. You tardy fucktard. Oh, sorry. Oh, now it's deleted it. It's de-electrified the line. Oh, you're taking the piss. Right. I am not mucking about this time. I'm gonna zoom in.
So who's the broker? Not the broker, but the bookkeeper. Burr.
Burr the bookkeeper.
Oh, you're also a stonecrafter. What are you doing right now? You're just crafting stuff. Oh no, the engraver's grown attached to an obsidian short sword. It's not a brilliant thing.
Oh, get off my
Ooh.
face.
Oh boy, the weaponsmith has a mood.
The weaponsmith has a mood.
Yep, the weaponsmith is in a mood. This is actually really good. We're going to forbid all metals other than steel. Cancel, cancel, cancel.
Don't tell me it was that. I'd be so hacked off. Oh, it was. Oh, that was enough to make me...
So he's running down now. What was it that messed up your electrified line?
As you... Oh, man. It was a tiny little piece of track docking to the depot.
Told you.
You miserable, mean-hearted, moody...
Okay, following the weaponsmith. For some reason was traveling way too far to get metal. So now he's running back to the bottom of the world. Oh, and Etten has arrived.
Might have to extend your station. I go with it.
The diagnoser has 85 days in prison. The Mace Dwarf for beating up like 3 people and killing 2 of the people he beat up only has 74 days in prison.
Must be a Swedish prison.
Yeah.
Wow, that is one long train.
And let's get everybody back into the mountain home. And proceed to follow this guy down. Actually, let's do this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Show mood. Not yet claimed, but we'll want... Oh! Oh! Okay, because of the mood this guy's in. Oh boy. He's in a fell mood. So he's going to grab a depot. And item 1 he wants will be any murdered corpse. So he's going to kill someone and make a weapon out of them.
Ah. This da.
Alright, this could be interesting. Let's hope he gets one of the bards. Oh my god, he's already here. Tell me you have a shield. Yes. So, a sword dwarf for the stone sealed is fighting the Etten by himself. So let's one-step this with the period key. They're dancing around each other. The Etten has been struck again, perhaps? Yep. Oof, this is not going well for the Etten. Another hit. They're dancing around each other. Ooh, in the right foot, tearing the muscle. The Etten has fallen over now. And now the Sword Dwarf is jumping around the Etten, getting another bunch of good strikes in.
What's an Etten?
Two-headed ogre.
Oh,
Easiest way to...
Yeah. No, that's fine. Big, giant, two-headed ogres. Description.
Yeah. There's a lot of Etten blood here. There's a few more strikes.
Wow, this train's got a lot of capacity.
Yeah, the short sword doesn't go very deep. Doesn't wound very deeply. No, particularly an obsidian one. And an Etten has a lot of mass.
Yeah, but you put enough holes in it. It's a bit like a grizzly bear. You shoot it with a BB gun enough, it will fall over eventually.
Yeah, a few critical hits tend to help. Critical hits to the face.
Yeah, tell you what, let's have an experiment. I'll go in a large armoured cage up the top of a tree, right? There. You get yourself a decent BB gun, yeah? And we'll put a big grizzly who hasn't eaten for 2 weeks, yeah? And then we'll see what happens. See if you can get that critical hit with a BB gun, alright? See if you can roll a couple of natural 20s.
I'd rather not.
To be frank, even with a 7.62 rifle, I'd be very nervous of taking on a grizzly.
Is this Etten giving up? Nope, the Etten's still swinging, but it can't hit anything. Oof. It's been stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, that's
so
gonna...
even the obsidian sword, after enough of these hits, is starting to get down to bone. Yeah, it's just... The Etten is swinging, but it can't hit. So the Sword Dwarf has just decided to bite it.
Your dwarves are sick.
Yeah. So it's now... the Etten is now exhausted, in extreme pain, and nauseous. The dwarf is tired. Fight's still going. Not that nice. Ask ASAP. Tom is apparently from Sweden.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for Tom. Good for Tom. Yeah, well, I could almost act as an intermediary here, because I'm halfway, or a third of the way, I suppose.
You're probably now just offended Tom, because you're English.
No, there's nothing wrong with Sweden. Sweden and England have never Sweden's a great place. In fact, it's on my tick list to visit Sweden, because it's...
I'd like to visit Sweden too.
Yeah, I've been to Finland, but I really want to go to Norway and Sweden and Denmark because I found Finland such an amazing place. Sweden will be a different culture again, and Denmark will be different, and Norway will be different, and it'll be just I want to go to the Naval Museum in I'm not sure which city it's in, but it's the one that's got the Swedish big Swedish wooden warship in that they recovered. The Vasa. Vasa, I think it was. Now Tom can tell me I've said that completely wrong. And the Vasa.
Which is a neat ship.
Oh, it's very neat.
Okay, so the weaponsmith has claimed a butcher shop? This is kind of scary. The sword dwarf and the Etten are still going on at it.
Oh dear. I think it's time I saved this game
And
read the news. And yeah.
okay, so who did the butcher just... The weaponsmith just killed someone by the name of Shorast. Oh, crap.
Who sure asked? Was that the Etten?
No. Okay, Shorast nil. 6 masonry. Why did you have to kill the best freaking cloths maker in the entire fort? You stupid fucker.
Perhaps he didn't like him.
He's freaking 13. I guess he's just like, you haven't made enough clothing. Oh, no. The Etten is still at it. The Etten did manage to bite the sword dwarf.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Did he kill him?
No. He bit him in the foot.
How did he bite him in the foot?
I don't know. The Etten's on the ground, so I guess it was just a desperate lashing out by one of the heads.
When you're on the ground, somebody's stabbing you with a short sword. You can bite their leg, can you? Here, you have some of this. Woo!
I'm hoping someone else shows up soon.
How many hit points has the Etten got left?
This game doesn't work on hit points.
No.
No.
It works on damage done physically to the object.
Kind of. A combination of damage done, you can lop limbs off, they'll bleed out eventually.
Well, he's had a big blow to the neck, one of his necks. Whether that's going to be enough for him to bleed out eventually.
Bones are fractured. Kidney's been hurt now, apparently.
Well, he might be better off if the dwarf just jumps up and down on him while he's on the floor.
I think that was just attempted for a little while. The thing is, the dwarf is now tired of fighting. The dwarf is overexerted and bleeding to death. Because of his right foot.
Because he's been bitten. Nice move by the Etten. He's bitten him to death.
Well, not yet. He's still going. Of course, that guy's pale. That guy's faint.
I tell you something, those bushfires in Australia.
Oh yeah, did you see the video of the trees in Australia lighting up?
No, I haven't seen that one. But they're just literally bursting into flames, are they?
Oh yeah, because the trees in Australia are particularly flammable compared to the rest of the world. So what happened is, like, they got this flammable sap.
Yeah, eucalyptus oil.
Mm-hmm.
The eucalyptus trees, yeah.
And it turns to gas. It boils off. The bark bursts with this flammable gas, and the entire tree line just goes whoosh, and the fire advances at like 150, 200 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, he can go a fair lick.
Yeah. This guy has begun his mysterious construction, so he's just murdered.
Mysterious what?
Mysterious construction. The guy with the mood, who murdered our best clothes maker in the frickin' fort. You fucking asshole. That guy is a real asshole there. Yeah, he's got a mood, so he's gonna murder the freaking most important clothes maker in the fort. Can this Etten just die? Like, no one else is showing up to help this sword dwarf, so odds are the sword dwarf is probably gonna freaking bleed out. Extreme pain, faint.
Can't you get somebody to go and help him? Can't you do an order?
I can't issue direct orders, no. The Etten is still alive. There's like hardly a point on this Etten that is not red with injuries.
He'll bleed out eventually.
Yeah, he's already starting to, but it's like, will he bleed out fast enough is the question.
Faster than the dwarf.
Yeah.
These are the eternal stem cells. Who will bleed to death first? Oh, it's the internet. You know, these questions have to be asked. The dwarf or a two-headed ogre? They could
Oh, no.
What? The dwarf's died?
The Etten bit the sword dwarf in the head.
Oh, dearie me. That's not going to do the dwarf any good.
No.
I'll be honest with you, I think he's pretty numbered.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The Etten's still alive. The dwarf is dead.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Now the rest of the squad shows up. Of course.
You bastards. The spirit of the other dwarf is going, you bastards.
It's like, you show up now.
No, I'm fucking dead. Are they all sword dwarves, or...?
No. A mace dwarf has shown up with an obsidian short sword. And the axe dwarf has shown up with a fucking hammer.
Well... Just keep hitting it until it falls over.
They finally killed it. The axe dwarf...
The axe dwarf what?
I don't know who gets credit for that. Who got credit for that? Did you get credit for that? No. Did you get credit for that? No. Did you get credit for that? You got credit for it.
Sorry, I'm sorting drugs out for them. That one's done. That one's done. That's two up.
So what
I
are
shouldn't
you?
say drugs over the internet. What I mean is my medicines. Actually, for all of those that might be listening to this thinking, Jed knows some junkies. Jeff, the junkie fans. No.
The mace dwarf with the freaking obsidian short sword got the kill credit.
All right. Yeah. That's probably worth a few. That's a bit of experience, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Report a crime.
Report a crime. We found a dead dwarf.
An ogre killed him.
Well, what's happened to the ogre? Well, he's dead. There's no crime, is there? Just scrape up all the bits and stick him in.
Oh, they're probably reporting the crime of the murder.
What, murder of who?
Oh, the best clothes maker we had in the fortress.
Oh god, and that's going to get pinned on the weaponsmith.
Yeah. Fittingly on the weaponsmith.
Yeah, I think he should do some time for that.
Yeah. Who needs a head these days? Tom, you're right. That guy doesn't need his head anymore.
Who needs a head? What's the bloody sword?
Sword dwarf doesn't need a head anymore.
No, he's dead because he lost his. Got him beaten off.
Pretty much.
All his motion lotion flowed out, and his brain wasn't connected to the rest of his body. This led to him having a very challenging time.
Bit of a
Right,
brain hemorrhage.
Well, it wasn't so much of a brain hemorrhage, more of a brain not being there anymore and being chewed.
Brain squishy.
Brain squishy. Yeah, well, it is quite squishy and spongy.
Particularly if you got the bovine spongiform disease.
It's bovine bungee form. No, I haven't got BSE.
No.
Bovine spongy empalopathy. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother trying to pronounce the entire fucking thing. Because screw that.
No, it's not good. BSE.
So,
Which at one point everybody estimated everybody in Britain was going to die from by
Yeah.
1995. And the bad news for the rest of the planet is we're still here. Basically, because we're all mad cows originally. Ooh. Oh yeah, remember all of that fun and games. Dead moos all over the place.
So now I'm just waiting for this.
Can I just point out, you still can't get a decent steak in this country.
No.
Sorry, you can't. Well, that's not strictly true. I have had some pretty good steaks here. But the one thing I will say about travelling to America, the thing I'm looking forward to this year, is at some point, one evening, we will go to that that barbecue restaurant.
And get a good steak.
And get a good steak.
They just found the clother. What do you mean you just found the clother dead? He's been in the butcher shop with this guy making a freaking thing out of him. And you just find him dead. And apparently the clother's the only one with fresh clothes. Go figure. He's been hoarding them all for himself.
I'm a bit pissed with Donald Trump not giving me a phone call QT on Friday because I knew oil prices would go. Made a I bet he didn't even think about that.
Probably not. He probably didn't even think it was going to happen for him. That it's just like, we can get this guy now. It's like, cool, do it.
Is he a bad guy? Yes. Okay.
A very bad guy. I don't think I need to...
The thing is, to a certain degree, there's a bit of short memory on here. I mean, Congress are being Congress, shouting about they wanted to hear about it before it happens, but it happens here and it happens in America, in the States as well, in the fact that the legislative feel they should interfere in foreign affairs, which effectively comes under the control of the executive anyway. Yeah. But that's by and by.
It is literally the entire reason why the presidency exists is to manage foreign affairs.
Yeah. So yeah,
shove it, Congress.
Yeah, shove it, Congress. Whichever, whether you're an elephant or a donkey, you know, don't really matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
No. So, yeah, so at any rate, this guy, Soleimani, was probably the guy who devised the strategy to attack the Saudi oil plants and the tankers and all the rest of it.
Okay,
so taking him out probably isn't too bad an idea.
No.
There was a really good documentary on him last night. Yeah.
Tun Usamush has finally finished his artifact. He has made a dwarf bone door.
A dwarf bone what?
Door.
Door?
Door. A door.
Lock him up. Lock him fucking up.
Dwarf bone door. No decorations. It's just encircled with bands of dwarf bone.
Has he been arrested yet?
I'm not in from... No? You don't mess with a dwarf that's working on a moon project because they just turn around and murder you. Oh, there's no drinks left.
Oh, the brewery stopped?
Yes, the brewery stopped.
Oh my god. And you've got dwarves.
Yep, they've drank all the booze.
You are in really big trouble there, mate. Your life is now officially over.
There we go. Now this is officially registered as a murder.
You've registered it, have you?
Yeah, this is officially registered as more than just disorderly conduct. This is straight up murder.
Well, I think I'm going to have a Glen Moray.
Oh well. I think that will mark the end of today's episode. Well, let's look at if they got any skills. Read.
Yeah, one of them. How to kill dwarfs and make doors out of them. Skill. Dwarf door maker skill.
Bone carving of 16 experience.
Well, I wasn't far off when I said that.
No. So, you're now a bone carver. Good for you. And the door's name is Squeezingly. That's a beautiful name for a door. You know where it's going to be?
What? Where?
The king's fucking bedroom.
Right, I'm going to let you go as well, because it's nearly bedtime here.
Okay, have a good night.
I will do, and and I'll see you, speak to you tomorrow. We have a game tomorrow.
Maybe. We'll see what's going on.
All right, mate.
Hopefully.
See you then.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And very shortly we'll be ending the stream. I'm going to make a new activity zone. Want to figure out how to do it again. Aye. And we're going to make this room here the library. I think that's how I do it. No, maybe I don't do it that way. Damn it, I forgot how to make a library. Locations. I to designate the zone, set it to meeting area, designate as location. Okay. M. L. Her. Temples. Fisher dwarves spawn fisher dwarves. That I could use some fisher dwarves because then there'll be people to haul stuff. Add location. A library. There we go. We now have a library. And people can begin putting all the tomes of knowledge into the library. And some of the bards will maybe go into the library. Although it doesn't look like there will be. Why is there a chair missing from the dining hall? Okay, so got a wonderful door. This guy's now over there. I wonder what kind of punishment's going to be metered out to this weaponsmith. I have no clue. Can I see yet? "201 days in prison." Is now known as a freaking bone carver, not a weaponsmith. You know what? On that note, have a good night, Tom. Have a good night, everybody. Till next time. Save the game. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and all that wonderful fun stuff. See you later.